Bauhaus and current art education. Are there relations in theme and purpose for art in these two very different times? How can Bauhaus founder Walter Gropius connect to today's art educators? The first question that we must consider in finding relations is, how important is art education to the ever-developing mind? Many people believe that a holistic art education is important for all people. There are theories of how Bauhaus School guided growth in creating and beginning development of well-rounded art education. In comparing the times, there must be a reason that advocates for improving art education programs have rendered similar, if not the same, purposes and meanings for greater art education. In Germany, the Bauhaus School began in 1919, founded by Walter Gropius. Over the years of the school's existence, it had moved between 3 German cities. The school was shut down in 1938 on account of Nazi regime. Gropius's thoughts about previous art schools and the separation of art curriculums led him to build his own different style of higher education creative arts school. Walter Gropius saw a need for unity of craft and form, therefore created new and well-rounded content. Gropius's frustrations with archaic training and his interest in new technologies were both part of his growing curiosity about new possibilities in art education. He felt much progress could be made by embracing new technologies in the classroom. Although this was a post-secondary art-specific school, I find many relations from the curriculum created by these unique artists to curriculum used in schools today. Bauhaus was neither a school that taught a particular style, nor a school that taught design techniques, but fundamentally a school that taught how to systematically invent new styles and ideas. The Bauhaus unification of craft, art, and technology has transferred greatly throughout the decades. In current schools and universities, an embrace of technology and consumer needs are seen within curriculum. I have witnessed in the secondary school systems that students are given more and more freedom in use of technology and the content of their own art pieces. The problems Gropius encountered in his own education and with the advent of new technology were essentially pragmatic. He wanted an art education that would work for practical reasons. Arts in schools may have a larger impact on the general public than one might immediately assume. A student who was not encouraged to draw or paint may not have had the confidence to create that advertisement or that billboard you see on the side of the road. Another student who may not have been exposed to photography or video making would have struggled to find passion in editing that movie trailer that has been posted all over Twitter yesterday, but is now playing when you just sat down in that theater. In any case, arts are important to emphasize as well as important to study for students everywhere. A good example of purpose in present-day art education is to develop the mind a different way than Common Core classes do, while simultaneously unifying the curriculum. Scientific rationalists seek an empirical base for art education. They claim art education is a discipline with distinct methods for conducting inquiry and forming judgments. The result of such inquiry and judgment is a broadening of warranted knowledge. If we are able to get young minds continually thinking outside the box in regard to the arts, many new forms, styles, and movements are possible in the future. Involvement in the arts is associated with gains in math, reading, cognitive ability, critical thinking, and verbal skill. Arts learning can also improve motivation, concentration, confidence, and teamwork. In connecting Bauhaus with the present-day education system, I have found that new art concepts are always popping up and changing the way one creates beautiful works of art. The Bauhaus School had become a great aspect to changing the way we view art education as well as viewing the craft of general education.